Hey everybody, it's Ian Beamer with Guaranteed Rate. Today's Wednesday, January 26th, 2022. Bears have a new GM in Ryan Poles. We're very excited about that. Waiting to see who our new head coach is going to be. But let's talk about home financing for a minute. Fed met today. They reiterated that they expect to raise interest rates a few times in 2022. Quantitative easing should conclude by early March. And I would expect the first Fed rate hike to immediately follow sometime mid-March or at least by the end of March. So rates are on the rise. We knew that. We talked about that before. This video is more to address what you might be able to do about it. So we talked about adjustable rate mortgages, how traditionally, or at least over the last few years, rates have been low. And there hasn't been a big margin between an adjustable rate mortgage and a 30-year fixed mortgage. I believe in this market, you will see that margin open up a little bit. So it's going to get a little wider. You're going to see a bigger difference between an ARM, which is an adjustable rate mortgage, and a fixed rate, 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So it's something to kind of keep in the back of your brain, maybe kind of expect or ponder how long you expect to hold on to the property, which might be a strange thing to think about since you haven't even moved in yet. But if you're expecting maybe to be transferred, maybe you've got a growing family, maybe you'll downsize, or maybe you'll be relocated for work. Sometimes a 30-year fixed might not be the best product, and we might be able to save you some money with an ARM product. Second option would be the lock and shop option, which we do offer at Guaranteed Rate. So on conforming loans, we can actually lock in a rate as soon as we have you pre-approved. We can lock in your rate as long as you tell me to lock in your rate, and we set a lock period for that. We can lock in before you actually have a property. So I don't need a property address in order to lock in your interest rate, but I do need you to tell me that that's what you need to, that's what you'd like to do. A lot of times people get pre-approved thinking that they're locked into that rate at the time of pre-approval. You can't lock unless you tell us that that's what you want to do. So that lock and shop is a great option. We haven't used it a lot again in the last couple of years because rates have been low and there was really no need for that program. But I do expect to use that program quite a bit more in 2022. The third option is the one-time float down that Guaranteed Rate does offer to most conforming borrowers. So again, this is case by case. Typically, we need markets to improve by at least 1/4 point or more. But the one-time float down allows you to lock in your rate, sooner in the process than maybe you ordinarily would have. And then if rates improve by 1/4 point or more, we may be able to float your rate down, and that's free of charge. There are some stipulations to that, couple prerequisites. We can't lock or float down the day before you close. We do have to get your package to the title company. Again, we do need at least 1/4 point movement, and we can only do this one time. So full transparency, my rates are on my website every day. They're updated. You can go to rate.com/Ian Beamer. See today's rates. We put the VA rates, 30-year fixed VA, 30-year fixed FHA. I think a 15-year fixed and a 30-year fixed conforming are both on there. Jumbo rates may be on there. But in any case, I'm always just a phone call or an email away. Appreciate you checking out my video. Hope everybody stays warm. Good luck. Go Bears. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.